Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well today. I just wanted to release a brief video about the updates that AP have put out on Friday the 3rd, and just to make sure that they were still consistent, we kind of left the weekend to see if they needed to make any changes, and it looks like this is what they're setting and sticking to it. So all of the AP exams are going to be taken from May 11th to May 22nd, which is around the same time as those normal exams were going to be taken. And they don't have an early date or a late date. Everybody's taking the tests at the same time. And this is for test security to make sure that it doesn't get out to any other students earlier or anything like that. So you can see here for Computer Science A, the exam is on Friday, May 15th at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Pacific time. So that's around the same time that the exam was supposed to be taken for us anyways. I think it's the same day and around the same time. So it's not too big of a change for us. But you can see on their website they have every single exam date and time listed on here, and um, there's no conflicts with the tests because every test is given on a different time on a different day. So regardless of what AP exams you're taking, there's not going to be any conflicts. So because of that, you should be able to make this exam. Now, if you have some reason, compelling reason that you can't take the exam at this time, you can let me know, or we can contact the deans, Mr. Bell or Mr. Chen, and they will help you to schedule a makeup exam. But you really have to have a compelling reason why you cannot take the exam at this specified time. So for Computer Science A, our exam's Friday, May 15th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, you may ask, well, how are we going to take that exam? They still haven't really released all that information. They actually say later in late April they're going to release that information, but they do tell us a little bit more about the exam. Just in general, all of the exams are actually going to be open book, open note exams, so you can use any book or notes that you want. They encourage you, or they say you should not use the internet, and it's going to be a timed test, so you're not going to have a lot of time to be able to look through a lot of things anyways, but you can use your book or notes to be able to refer to during the exam. The time of the exam is going to be pretty tight though, so you shouldn't overly rely on those notes or textbooks. Really, we should be proficient enough to be able to do these without using the notes or textbooks. Um, a lot of this is information we already know. There's going to be 2 free response questions, but each question is timed separately. That's kind of important because we're going to see that the format is very specific and strict about how much time you get on the first question and how much time you get on the second question. So they say here that the exams are going to be 45 minutes long, and that includes an additional 5 minutes for uploading. And include an additional 5 minutes for uploading. So we're going to look at how we're going to upload and the time-wise what we get for those upload times. You can, same as before, they say students will be able to take exams on any device, computer, tablet, smartphone. You can type your free response questions, or you can handwrite it, take a picture of it, and upload that picture. So any way that you're comfortable taking your exam, you should be able to do it. They talk about here exam timings. We've talked about all of these. Makeup dates are going to be June 1st through 5th. And then you can take the exam at home or in school. Obviously, we're not coming back to school, so you're going to take it at home. Right? And this is where they say in late April, they're going to provide EP students and educators with information on how to access the testing system on test day and video demonstrations so that students can familiarize yourselves with the system. Not only that, I've heard that they're going to be releasing a simulation that will help you to practice actually signing into the test environment. So once we get that information in late April, we'll put it out to you so you can make sure you understand how to sign into their testing system and what it's going to look like and all that kind of stuff. All right, now this is specifically for our course now, AP Computer Science A. So we've already said May 15th, 1 p.m. Pacific time. All right, now here's the timing. You're going to have 25 minutes to read and respond to the first question and 5 minutes to upload your response. Then after you upload the response to question 1, you're going to have 15 minutes to respond to question 2 and another 5 minutes to upload your response to question 2. Once your response to question 1 has been submitted, you can't go back. Okay, so question 1 is going to be 65% of your exam. So it's 25 minutes, 65% of your exam grade, and it's going to be either an array or an array list question. Okay, so this is going to be similar to FRQ3, what we've been practicing, those array list, FRQ3. Right? And then the second question, question 2, is 15 minutes. It makes up 35% of your exam grade, and that's about methods and control structures. So this won't have arrays or array lists, or it won't have two-dimensional arrays. There's no recursion, anything like that. It's just about methods and control structures, so things like loops and if statements. Excuse me, it's pretty likely that this question, so this is similar to question 1, FRQ1. Okay, so this is going to be probably likely will have if statements and loops and probably strings or maybe integers in testing like common algorithms. The important thing to note here is one thing that they're not testing us on that we learned is class design. So they're not going to ask us to implement an entire class, right? Instead, what they're asking us to do is question 3, which is all about implementing methods and algorithms with arrays and array lists, and question 1, which is all about methods and control structures. So those are the things that we're really going to be emphasizing in our review, because they don't say that they're going to test class design here. That's the FRQ2 is the class design, and you see that's not in here. And FRQ4 is two-dimensional arrays, and we already knew that they weren't going to test us on two-dimensional arrays, right? So that's pretty much it. The makeup date is June 3rd for our exam. So again, if you have a compelling reason that you cannot take the exam on May 15th, then you can let us know, and we can try to get you to be able to take the makeup exam on June 3rd at 11 a.m. Alright guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and email me. I'm going to be releasing another update today about the course schedule when we come back on April 20th. So look forward to that video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.